UFC Huston Strickland Hernandez is this weekend, and there is a lot of drama going on today in the MMA community, and I'm going to go over it all. From Sean Strickland making a fuss at the media day for his first Paramount appearance, to Dan Hooker having, a personal life, a crazy little bit of personal life, and to Carlos Prates possibly getting his next fight soon, okay? Let's start off, though, with Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland made a bit of a fuss for his first media day. People may be mad, a little bit mad with Sean Strickland. So I just want to go over it and just give my thoughts and opinions about it. So let's start with his opinion on the Super Bowl performance by Bad Bunny. Okay? Big debate. No one even cares that the Super Bowl was awful. It's all about the Super Bowl halftime. All right, so let's listen to him.
Look at the NFL, dude. You had that. I don't even want to say the faggot's name because, it's just what? Somebody give me his name. Just come say his name. I don't want to say. You know what I'm talking about. The halftime show guy. The Puerto Rican, right? Puerto Rican?
Bad Bunny?
Bro, yeah, that fucking faggot. Dude, it is so crazy that...
So, instantly... First, Paramount just met Sean Strickland. They probably just met him. They were doing some promo with him. All right, Sean Strickland, but be on the stage, trying to keep your best behavior. Instantly drops a double F bomb. Two different types of bombs. One's more of a TNT dynamite stick, and the other is a nuke, especially nowadays. So yeah, he may have called Bad Bunny a cigarette in the UK. You know what I'm saying? Went that far. But let's keep on going. What else does he have to say?
This is America now. Back in the day, dude, the NFL was the fucking standard of being a fucking man. And now every fucking year, the NFL, I think they all get together around a table and say, you know what, guys, how do we fucking ruin this sport? How do we get it up? How do we fucking ruin it? Well, I'll tell you what, why don't we bring a gay foreigner who doesn't speak fucking English and have him perform it? Get the fuck, and then you have yeah, dude, it's the NFL is fucking pathetic these days. So even the NFL players fucking probably hate it. Yeah, no. NFL's gay. I think we can all agree the NFL got real gay lately. Look.
And then after saying, I think we can all agree the NFL got gay, he goes, all right, why don't y'all raise our hands? Who thinks the NFL's gay? He does a live audience interaction with the journalist in front of him saying who all thinks the NFL's gay. Which is funny. Anyways, he says that. I think, being logical, the NFL is doing this weird, not their main fan base halftime show stuff because they want more people outside of their main demographic to look at and watch the NFL. If they do a country singer or a normal rock, if they did Imagine Dragons, I don't know if they're still popular. Who's a popular kind of neutral, more right-leaning person who could have done the NFL halftime show? I don't know, let's say a Post Malone. He's kind of in the middle now. I don't know. If they did that, they wouldn't grow. First of all, there would be no controversy. The NFL loves controversy, dude. People watch it. People are not going to just stop watching football because they don't like the halftime show. People are going to watch it. If you have a controversial halftime show, the only thing that's going to happen is going to be more people watching it because they want to see what it's like. So it's just a business decision. I don't hate it. It's a business decision for the NFL. It's going to make them grow. If they can grab people from outside their core audience and bring them in with, not the most typical NFL halftime performance, they're going to keep on doing it. Same thing with Kendrick Lamar. He was big. He was huge. They pulled him up there, had him diss Drake. Everyone loved it. So, not a lot of people like Strickland on this. So Paramount posted this. The two top-ranked middleweight athletes in our main event stream UFC Huston this Saturday at 8 p.m. on Paramount Plus. Right? Strickland Hernandez. Top comments. You gotta address the Strickland issue. The Sean Strickland issue. This fight should be canceled. How are you promoting someone who spews racist and homophobic slurs? I don't think he said anything racist. Did he? You could say sexist and homophobic, but he didn't say anything racist. Not on that press conference. Not on that media day. Sean Strickland's antics makes me think less of Paramount Plus as a product for endorsing and supporting him. After that disaster of a presser, I'm canceling if something isn't done. Don't worry about that. So you stand with Sean Strickland and his homophobic rhetoric towards Bad Bunny? Disgusting. I'm canceling my Paramount Plus subscription. Is this your CEO speaking? He's in front of your logo. It seems like he represents your brand of values. I'm so confused. The thing he's saying makes me want to unsubscribe from Paramount Plus. You support this, and it's a clip. I'll go over that clip. Me and my friends just got 5 Okay, well, that's a good one. The fact that they've done nothing about Sean Strickland is totally, and after the total hate and misogyny from his pressure is telling how tragic and unacceptable. Bunch of crybabies, and the comments hilarious. You know how I talked about the NFL loves controversy because a whole bunch of people watch it. Guess what Strickland just did for Paramount Plus? He just generated a whole bunch of people to watch the main event this weekend. If you don't think Strickland Hernandez is going to do, not record numbers because it's not a pay-per-view, but for the second fight night, technically, the second fight night of the Paramount era, this is probably going to be one of the most watched fight nights ever, just because of how accessible it is now, how easy it is to watch, and how much of a fate. Cancel my account if y'all let this guy fight. He's saying all the hateful, racist, and sexist stuff with your logo behind him. Again, he didn't say anything right. Oh, actually, he did. Crud, he did. Let's look at another thing that Strickland may have said. This one. Here's the racist, all right? Here's his thoughts about Chimaev and Mavov. Which, by the way, Chimaev is talking about fighting for the light heavyweight belt. Defend your belt, pal. Before I step down there and teach you a lesson, Chimaev, this is to you, Chimaev, you will be watching. You better defend your belt before I have to teach you a lesson, all right? I will put you in crucifix and make you sit there for 25 minutes and do no damage to you and win the fight. All right, Chimaev? I don't want to hear it, all right? Fight Mavov, then fight Strickland after he beats Hernandez, right? But yeah, let's listen to what he has to say about Chimaev and Mavov.
I mean, here's the thing, dude. Do I think that, do you want to see two fucking terrorist Muslims fight each other, right? Like, more than likely, Chimaev's going to take down Imavov and just fucking dry hump him for, nobody gives a fuck about two foreigners fucking fighting.
Well, if you were Anthony won this, you might fight him at the White House card.
Yeah, it'd be funny bringing fucking terrorists to the White House. But, yeah, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me with this fucking administration, I feel like Trump would do that. But again, they bring Ali Abdelaziz to the fucking, wasn't he on?
Ali Abdelaziz, who may have had multiple passports on 9/11. May have. Allegedly.
Stage with Trump, right? Dude, weren't you, didn't you get caught with passports and became an FBI informant? What the fuck are you doing with the president of the United States, dude? How the fuck did you get here, I mean, here's...
So that may have been him saying Muslim terrorists may have been, now that I'm thinking about it, that may have been the racist part. I may have forgotten about that. That may be racist. But, they're talking about Chimaev and Mavov on the White House. They ain't doing that on the White House card. I'm just going to let you know right now. Chimaev's not fighting till November. November, maybe earliest September, October. August is pushing it. He's not fighting July. Ramadan, I think he cut a nail or something. He broke his nail, so he's out of the fight. He's out for a couple more months, a couple more years. He's training with Khalil Roundtree, doing sparring with him and stuff, and ragged on him. And so we were like, dude, Chimaev wins in any weight class? It's like, shut up, dude. Have him fight first. So Strickland said that. And then he also said, he may have said, is there better? There we go. May have said this.
Oh, fuck me, dude. Ronda and Gina. Whoever thought about that, man? They're going to be half naked. I guess I will be half naked. Might be make it a little better. I don't know. Do you guys care about Gina and Ronda? No.
Again, crafty move from Strickland. He is asking the audience of journalists with him. Crafty move. He's crowd surfing, basically. He's verbally crowd surfing all the journalists in front of him. All right? Crafty.
No, you know what he gives a fuck, dude. Maybe put some oil on it, do some dollar bills. People might give a fuck. But really, like, not many people give a fuck about women's MMA in general, It's like the WNBA. Everyone's like, oh, like, no one gives a fuck about women's sports.
I mean, I see people trying to defend this saying, dude, people care about women's sports. Besides softball and volleyball, what else? Women's hockey in the Olympics, USA all day. We're destroying. We're destroying everybody in hockey for women's hockey, dude. Catch up everywhere else. But Strickland's right, dude. No one cares about WMA. No one cares about the WNBA. They say all this stuff like we care, but no one watches. The viewership numbers tell itself. No one watches it. No one's high. Everyone hates. Zhang Wei Li, Valentina Shevchenko, was the biggest women's fight I think ever. Most anticipated so far. Most anticipated skillful fight that everyone was excited for. And that was boring. Not as boring as Islam JDM somehow. Even though it was way more boring. Because they were striking on the feet for a little bit. Anyways. Everyone hated that fight. Everyone hated it. No one liked it. It's not hyped. No one says, dude, Shevchenko's just way too good, dude. That was a barn burner. Everyone hated that fight. The only fight, WMA fight, that I am anyway excited for is Kayla Harrison and Amanda Nunes. And those are two men. Those are two men. Kayla Harrison and Amanda Nunes are two men that are going to fight. And I'm excited for that. That's the only excited WMA fight I'm excited for. No one watches WMA. All right, I do. Somehow. I don't know how I survive. It's like putting a nail in my toes each time I try and watch WMA. I still do it. But no one watches WMA. No one watches it. No one cares. It's just weird that people pretend like they do. So Strickland says this about that. And I had something to say. Because do you have this guy and a lot of other people saying, oh wait, did I finish it? I may not have finished it. Oh, I didn't even finish it. Let's let him finish.
You take the weakest, softest motherfucker here, and you guys would beat up Amanda Nunes. Like fucking the fat guy in the Hawaiian shirt. No offense, dude.
Okay, Strickland, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Amanda Nunes is a man himself. So let's not say any man, but, you put any man against Wei Li, you give him a good double-leg takedown defense and good single-leg defense, that's a close split decision. I'm just letting you know right now. You give Pantoja against Kayla Harrison. She is a man too. He is a man. But it'd be close. It'd be very close. I would maybe pick Pantoja against Harrison. Even, I'd probably take Tara against Harrison too. I don't know. Anyways, let's not get ahead of ourselves, Strickland. All right. Let's say like Ronda Rousey or something. Or like, it's like Rose Namajunas or something.
I like you, but Nunes. Like you fuck up Amanda Nunes any day of the week. We got to remember what women excel at: having kids, being mothers, making food, cleaning the house. Problem is, we've empowered them too much to ruin society. Oh.
Okay, so he says that, and now I can say this guy had a problem. All right, absolute sexist sack of crap. With the loss this weekend, it's time to cut Sean Strickland. I don't know if you know this, but let's see what this genius had to say. Makhachev, Khabib, and Ankalaev all think the same as Strickland, but ain't nobody got a problem with them. Wonder why. I guarantee you, Makhachev, Khabib, Ankalaev, fighters like of those types, grapplers is who I'm talking about, by the way. Don't think anything else. I'm just talking about grapplers. Chimaev, Mamavov, all think the same as Strickland. They all think the same. Some of them have multiple wives. I mean, I'm just saying, Evloev is dating a 17, 16-year-old girl. But people are mad at Strickland because he said it. They practice it, Strickland just says it. So, it's different. But, you know what's crazy? I know they agree with him on this. I would not be surprised if all those same people agree with Strickland on this. I would not be surprised. But because Strickland's saying it, everybody hates it. Now again, do I think he should be saying this? Probably not. I don't care, live and let live. But you know, if it was said by Islam, Makhachev, not the religion, maybe the religion, could be close, could be a teaching of it, I think nobody would really bat an eye. I don't think anybody would bat an eye, but Sean Strickland says it, he should know better. He should know better, so he shouldn't be saying this. But you know. But everyone's going to be watching Strickland, dude. All these people are going to be hating on Strickland, ready for it. Where's all the people, like, saying, I can't believe Sean Strickland said that. He should be cut from the UFC and that he's making fun of people for saying that. Oh, crud, don't look at Dan Hooker stuff. Let's do latest, actually. Let's short my Sean Strickland search by latest and go to the top. Sean Strickland needs some decent stand up on the side. Oh. I was trying to find more people like hating on Strickland. Do I have that? Where's the... Oh, yeah. Robert Griffin III, a guy who has an AI profile pic. Sean Strickland got so hard by a foreigner that he forgot Puerto Ricans are U.S. citizens. Not to mention that this misogynistic crybaby would get tossed like a salad if he ever stood foot on a football field in the NFL. Worry about getting knocked out in your next fight. And the funniest thing ever is that this is the Robert Griffin III has been caught like a Family Guy. He's been caught knocked out like he was drawn in Family Guy. That is a Family Guy knockout pose. He's been knocked out like he was in Family Guy, and he's saying that. I mean, it's just hilarious. And him saying, like, dude, don't set foot on an NFL field, dude. You get ragdolled. Come on, dude. What are we doing? NFL field? If you look at a guy wrong, that's targeting. Come on, pal. Let's not be an idiot. But you know, some funny stuff. And then here's the thing. Like I said, this guy says the same thing. Between 1 to 6 men over the next 1 to 3 years will have the chance to make him pay. Strickland, if he keeps on fighting, the best thing about MMA, most beautiful thing is that if people say stuff that you hate, if people say stuff that you hate, you can watch them lose or get knocked out or win. But there's a chance for them to get brutally knocked out or submitted and lose. I don't know why I would want people that I hate in the UFC, because guess what? Then they're going to get knocked out hilariously. They're going to get submitted hilariously. They're going to get ragdolled. They're going to get beat up. Why would I want people that I don't like to be cut from the NFL? I don't get it. These people are dumb saying cut Sean Strickland. He's not going to get punched in the face this Saturday if you cut Sean Strickland. Do you realize that? Are you dumb? He's going to get punched in the face. Maybe not, he has good defense, but you know. Anthony Hernandez has a chance to finish or win over Sean Strickland, and you want him cut before you get that chance? Are you dumb? Are you an idiot? Let's see what Sean Strickland says. Listen, I got rage baited by an MMA reporter, but let's be honest, after what Paramount Plus did, the Halo TV show and Star Trek, they should probably hire me as a director. All right, team, it's simple. We're not going to fill it with strong women, and we're not going to make it gay. So yeah, that's the Sean Strickland part. Interesting. Let's go over to Dan Hooker. I'm sure Dan Hooker is somebody Sean Strickland would love. Okay? So Dan Hooker's girlfriend, he's married by the way, Dan Hooker's girlfriend explained that he cheated on her with other men. From what I understand, Hooker cheated on his wife with this woman, who cheated on this woman with another man. KKK. It's in Portuguese. So this is the guy y'all look up to. I cheated on this man. That's why I broke up with him. I got cheated on with this man. That's why I broke up with him. And he said some crazy things. I'll let y'all read that because it may be gay if I read this. But 6-foot Kiwi. Oh, it's on KiwiSwingers.co, New Zealand. Here's a video. In New Zealand gays. New Zealand swingers. New Zealand gone wild. Femboys. I'm guessing this is Dan Hooker's phone. And then Chill Guy AKL. Let me zoom in so you don't see the bottom. Anyways, child. Dan Hooker may possibly be a gay man, which nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But Dan Hooker may be a gay man, alright? He may just be a guy that Sean Strickland would not enjoy. This is a good transition. But yeah, Dan Hooker is very, very interesting. What's the difference between Dan Hooker and a refrigerator? Refrigerator doesn't fart when you take out the sausage. You know, good stuff like that. A lot of people reacting to Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker, Your Honor, we cannot call Dan Hooker gay when he clearly had socks on. Better not show that. Wish I knew Dan Hooker liked men before I bet on him to be BSD. Then that Conor McGregor lifestyle want. Oh, Dan Hooker's salary. Dan Hooker did say one time if there was any fighter, any person you could see, any celebrity you could see in the UFC, who would it be? And he answered P. Diddy. He answered P. Diddy, miss. And it was all a joke, but now he may have actually wanted to see that fight. He may have actually wanted to fight P. Diddy in the UFC ring. Oh, yeah, here it is.
P. Diddy. P. Diddy's vibe. But for that one, they have to, they don't check him for grease. Yeah. And he can fight Arman Sarukians because they're both fucking covered in baby oil.
Yeah, here it is. Former stripper and Dan Hooker's side chick says he took her out of the strip club and bought her lavish gifts while his wife knew. She said she stopped the relationship because he cheated on her with a man. Let's listen to this. 2 minutes. We're going to listen to this real quick. Real quick, we're going to listen to this.
What a lot of people are not understanding here is that, yes, he is married. And when I met him, I was working in the booty club. He was just like a client, like at the time. This was like 2023. And he took me out the club, Captain Save a Hoe, right? Loves that shit. He loves a OF girl. He loves a ripper. He loves Captain Save a Hoe. So, yeah, he started paying for my life completely and utterly, had all his cards on my Apple Pay, paid for my rent in 2 different countries, like everything. I tried to leave this man
So she is a stripper. She's a stripper. And Dan Hooker tries to take her out of that life and pay for her stuff and basically say, hey, you don't have to be a stripper anymore if you're just my side chick. And I think at that point, if you're a stripper, you go, whatever you want, dude. Hey, whatever. So she does it, and his wife knew. He's married, and his wife knew. And I guess allowed it.
many fucking times, but he'd always get me back with something shiny and new.
Dan Hooker with the hooker, you know. Dan Hooker dates hookers. Who would have guessed it?
Every time he cheated on me, he'd buy me a new bag. So yes, he played up a lot, to the point where I had a wish list on my phone that was shared with him on iCloud. So every time he'd do something, he had to buy something off the wish list every time he cheated on me, right? And I kind of started looking on his phone every time, like trying to find a new bitch, a new problem so I could get a new bag, right? Until I found out that it was a man.
That's what happened. That's all the photos she took. So that was Dan Hooker's phone. I'm guessing he was over. They had a thing, and she was looking through his phone, which, by the way, kind of crazy. She's just looking through your phone. But, you know, if she knew she's his side chick and she's getting cheated on constantly, and she got paid each time, it was like she was playing a Where's Waldo with cheaters with Dan Hooker, and her reward for finding Waldo, his side chick to the side chick, or maybe side man to the side chick, was a thing on her wish list. So I guess, hey, props to her, dude. She was finding it. But that's all those photos on that awful, disgusting, destroyed phone was Dan Hooker's phone, I'm guessing. And she found out that he was, he was a hooker. He was maybe hooking up with men. He was hooking up with men.
When I seen the man, everything changed because, like, no. And then I got abused from that. But we're not going to get into that. But yes, he was married. Is married. And me and her get along fine. Like, it's fine. It's like a lot of people, you don't really know this, but pretty much every single... There's a lot of fucking guys that if they have money and status, they'll be married and then they'll have, like, their girlfriend. All right? It's just the way of life. And, like, it's not a way of life I would ever do again. Learned my lesson. Shit, if you're married, never hit me up. Ever. I'm never doing that again. And also, it was a lot of convincing for me to even get to that position of dating. I was 22 when I met him. He was 34.
She was 22. He was 34. You know, not looking good, Dan Hooker. You know, kind of some Leonardo DiCaprio type stuff going on. Maybe he abused her. She didn't get into that, though. Kind of crazy. She just brushed over that.
And, like, having someone, like, pay all this money and, like, get you out of, like, what you were doing for work and, like, all these things. Like, the manipulation tactics were gorgeous, amazing, stunning. He ate that up. But, yeah, I would not recommend that. And if you want to say, oh, you were just a side piece, yes and no. But I don't think that excuses the abuse and everything that I had to go through just because of the way that the relationship is set up. Like, I don't know if you guys have traveled much around the world, but in, like, Muslim cultures, you can have, like, 3 wives.
Muslim cultures have 3 wives? Huh. Wonder what they think of those wives. Huh. This all ties in perfectly together. I wonder if Muslim cultures would think of wives in a certain way. I don't know.
You know, it's like, it just...
I don't know. I don't know. Where is it? No, this one.
Wives. In Vietnam, 3 wives. Like, if you have enough money, you can have what you want, all right? And honestly, he's a fucking handful. Like, if I would hate to date him without him being married, because, bitch, 24/7? No. And also, I want to mention, there was a girl before me. He dated a girl for 3 years before me and played the fuck up on her, too. And a girl before that. And now there's another girl after. Like, it's like, he is a piece of shit. I took what I could out of the situation by cheating on me with a man, kidnapping me. But a lot of people are not.
Okay, so this lady just throws in abuse and kidnapping like nothing. Kind of crazy that we just skim over that. But from what I've got from this, Dan Hooker likes to feel like he is a hero. And so he finds girls in strip clubs or maybe a hookah. And goes, hey, if you date me, I will pay for your life. You don't have to do this anymore. I will be your knight in shining armor. And you go, well, of course I'm going to let you do that. You're rich, so I'll just let you pay for whatever I want. I would say yes to that, dude. He probably, Dan Hooker may call me up after this, judging by what he's into. He may call me up and ask me to, and I don't know. I may have to. I would take some insults from Sean Strickland if Dan Hooker would pay. Well, I don't know, though. Then you're with Dan Hooker. He may kidnap me. I'd have to think on that offer. But I think a lot of people, dude. Dan Hooker goes, hey, I'll pay you whatever you want. Dude. But yeah, insane stuff. Insane stuff from Dan Hooker. A bit of a hooker. Insane. Let me just make sure real quick. Make sure I have this pulled up right. No. Where is it? Crud. I can't find it. If I can't find it quick, I'll just end the video. How long is this? 30-minute video? Buckley wants to fight box Colin Wash for Dana White and Zuffa Boxing. Buckley, let's stick with MMA. All right, pal? Let's stick with MMA. All right, I want to see you back in there, dude. Apparently, what was it? You can rinse and polish it, reband it. Garbage is still garbage at Strickland. Hey, he beat you, pal. Okay, he beat you, pal. These are comments under Dan Hooker's Instagram posts. Dan, what you on, bro? Address me, elephant in the room. This ain't real, bro. Seems like a chill guy and hey, okay. Brokeback Mountain stuff, you know, go. Where is it? Man, where's Carlos Protes? Dan Hooker shocks fans by saying he spends 12 hours in a day on social media. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Mademoiselle Costa. I'm just scrolling Twitter now with you. Oh yeah, Alex Pereira's weighing in at 240 pounds or something crazy. Anyways, I'm gonna end it because I'm kind of rambling on and not making this a good video. But yeah, so Sean Strickland causes outrageous calls somebody gay. Dan Hooker coincidentally is gay. Apparently, allegedly. All that I said in this video is allegedly, by the way. Any statements that I made that could put me in a bad light is allegedly. I didn't believe it. It was all a joke, satire, comedy. So yeah. Dan Hooker is a hooker. He could have had multiple wives like Muslims do. Muslims would agree with Sean Strickland, allegedly. And that's it. That's it. And nothing, and you know what? I had no opinion in this whole video. I didn't agree or disagree with anybody in this video. I was just giving you facts. And if you agree or disagree, that's on you. So like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to make my picks video either later today or tomorrow. I'm really leaving it till the last second. But, yeah, I'll see y'all. See ya.